Welcome to the University of Minnesota's orientation module for gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgendered students studying abroad. This community will be referred to as GLBT throughout the module. My name is Grace, and I will be your host today. This module will cover considerations for a GLBT student when studying abroad, disclosing your GLBT identity, research, resources, and questions to ask. We're glad you're preparing for your time abroad and starting to think about the cultural aspects of your experience. The more research you can do before you go abroad, the more informed you will be about the cultural context of the country you are studying in. We hope doing this research makes for a positive experience abroad. There are many considerations for a GLBT student when studying abroad. We will talk about some of these considerations in this orientation, but we are sure there are many more that you will have. The first question that you should consider is, do you want to openly express your sexual orientation and/or gender identity while abroad? We are by no means saying that you should go back in the closet, but there are many cultures where it is illegal to be a GLBT person or to be acting upon that identity. This is just one of the many things that you should consider when you are making a decision about where to study. Next, do you want there to be a supportive GLBT community in the country that you are studying in? In many countries, there is a vast amount of resources for people that identify as GLBT, but in other cases there is little or nothing. Keep this in mind and try to make the right decision for yourself. Where will you find information on GLBT meeting places and organizations? There are many resources in the Education Abroad office for you to consider. Your own searches may also be quite beneficial. Will your sexual orientation and/or gender identity affect your housing situation? Please check with your program staff for more information. One of the last items we want to make sure that you consider is, what are the cultural norms surrounding relationships and dating in the country that you will be studying in? The University of Minnesota Education Abroad Office encourages and welcomes GLBT students to disclose their sexuality to your program staff. We are open to having discussions about your GLBT identity in other countries and cultures. Many of us may even have our own stories and observations to share. Though we may not have all of the answers, we hope to help identify resources and cultural references whenever possible. Disclosing your sexual identity also helps us to place you in GLBT-friendly housing while you are abroad. GLBT students have lived in homestays, apartments, and dorms while studying abroad. Many GLBT students have had great success being matched with supportive and open-minded host families, even in more conservative countries. Ultimately, it is your choice whether or not you disclose to your program staff, fellow classmates, and on-site staff. Do what you feel is most comfortable and safe. Some GLBT students choose to assert their sexuality while abroad, and others do not. Again, you must decide what is most comfortable and safe for your situation. If you are out at home, reflect on what it means to leave behind a support system of friends and family. Asserting your GLBT identity abroad has been described by some as a second coming out. Think about how you will reestablish your identity overseas. Also think about how out you want to be while studying abroad. Who will you disclose your sexual identity to? Who will you not be out to? Does it matter to you? If you are studying in a country that does not support GLBT individuals, think about what it will be like to suppress your GLBT identity. Will this affect your study abroad experience? Make sure to research your different program options and countries carefully, and be prepared to know what it means to be GLBT in that particular place. We strongly encourage you to visit your Education Abroad office to ask for assistance in the planning. Also, visiting the NAFSA Association of International Educators website listed on this slide is highly recommended. During your personal research, ask questions. This is an extremely important part of your identity, and you should feel comfortable receiving answers to any concerns you may have. The staff at the Education Abroad office may not know the answer right off the bat, but is dedicated to serving this community. There is a lot of research on identity, coming out, and other issues surrounding college students and the GLBT community. Some of the researchers that we are aware of include Ritter and Turndrub, Daugelli, and Cass. Check out the GLBT Students Abroad website. Here, you'll find things to consider, resources, and information about the Learning Abroad GLBT network. The Resources page will bring you to the University of Minnesota's GLBTA Programs Office website, where you will find a wealth of international GLBT resources. For example, if you are studying in France, you might want to link up to the Gay Travel France website for information on GLBT organizations, meeting places, events, and more in France. There are several other regional websites such as Africa Q Online, Gay and Lesbian Arab Society, Gay Chile, and Gay South Africa. If you are interested in laws regarding GLBT issues, you might want to check out the International Gay and Lesbian Human Rights Commission, or Amnesty International's LGBT Human Rights Commission. Thank you for viewing the GLBT module for Study Abroad. Visit these resources for more information and contact your Education Abroad office with specific questions. We are always happy to answer your questions. We wish you a positive and safe experience abroad.